Hey guys, it's Ona. It's Friday, August 26th, 2022, and I am at a friend's house who's out of town and said, come over and pick some stuff, get some veggies out of there, and make sure everybody's okay. So I brought my big purse, okay? I'm going to show you around this cool little urban garden, and I just love it here because I don't have one. These are Concord grapes. These are Concord grapes that we grow in Illinois right here. There's a bunch over here. The ones that we grow do have seeds. They are a lot smaller than you find in the store, but they are crazy sweet. The only way you can tell if they're ripe is to try one, and I've been eating them like crazy, which is so perfect for the Virgo the Virgo new moon that's happening overnight, because Virgo is about what we digest and we put in our systems, right? Grapes are holy to just about everything. Every piece of art, every biblical literature is all about the grape, the wine, the holy water. That's holy water. Very high vibration. I'm taking a bunch of those home. Because they have seeds, I have to juice them, but I have no problem doing that. Grab the juicer. We're going to follow something really interesting here. So they got these plants from the garden center where I work in the spring and summer, and she wanted to grow melons because she loves watermelon. This is a watermelon plant, and I think it's a baby sweet crimson, if I could pull that out of my memory hole. It's this one here, okay, and I'll show you. These have a dark skin. This is like so crazy. She's like, I love watermelon. I'm like, all right, it's kind of taking over the yard. Dark skin. It is red on the inside. I don't know what the maturity date is, but they just seem to get bigger and bigger, and we're kind of following up all over the place. The more I look as I get ground level here, the more I see. Oh my gosh, they're pretty much everywhere. I'm actually going to take this one home. This is a striped one, okay? It's still connected to the umbilicus here. It looks like it's ready. I tripped over it, so it's telling me a story, right? I tripped over it. Taking it home. Cantaloupe over here still can sit for a while. You notice it's a lot smaller than you would find in a grocery store because that's how they are supposed to grow. Not the kind of, overly developed modified ones that we find in the store. These can stay on for as long as that green skin, it blondes up and then gets kind of pink. And the stem, where the umbilical cord is, lightens up. Then you can pick them. Or you can pick them now and ripen them on your counter, but they don't absorb the essence that they deserve if you pick them early. And that's the crap that we buy in the store. I got lucky this year with these people. They were willing to grow just about anything. I'm like, oh, put this in your yard, see what happens. And they're just the coolest. So over here, there's some cherry tomatoes. I did pick some already, and they are super ripe, and they kind of just lopped off onto the ground. So there isn't a whole big bunch right now, but that's how rattled tomato plants can get. They can grow on a trellis. This is taking over a bush here. Over here, there's cucumber plants, and this cucumber has powdery mildew. This is what powdery mildew looks like, and it's invasive and it spreads quickly, and usually after a rain and in a crowded area. So they're not good with sharing space. They're kind of invade. So their leaves are everywhere, and when they crowd and they have these little sort of needles on them, and I can't remember the name. It is a trichome based leaf. It traps moisture and they get moldy. Doesn't affect the cucumber. I got a cucumber already. Got two actually. But makes the plant kind of ugly, right? So let's walk around over here. tree. Roll, oh, check those out. This is an eggplant plant. This is what they look like. The different types. We have so many different types of eggplant. This one over here is a ball eggplant, which is really nice because it cuts even steaks, right? Over here, its partner needs to be picked. I already have a couple. But this one is getting a little sunburn. You can see the discoloration, how it's exposed to the sun, and it should be picked before that skin gets weird and soft. Definitely needs to go. All right, lots of baba ganoush. Mint, milkweed. The milkweed is for the monarchs, and it kind of grows wild. We try to sell it, but we only get very little, really bad results because the plants when we sell them are about this big and the monarchs just eat the whole thing. So if it grows native or pops up, leave it. Leave it. People are looking for those all the time. Over here, we're just in a big field of sunflowers. It's so cool. And there's a little path to go and get some peppers and stuff. But I noticed that same leaf that is for watermelons, right? I'm like, that's a watermelon growing in. And sure enough, I moved this all back and there's a watermelon growing underneath all the sunflowers. I'm in the middle of the frickin' sunflowers here. I could live here. If there's a potato chip tree, I'm good. Totally. Hydrangeas, it's already bloomed and spent. And we've got some sport peppers. Chicago's favorite sport peppers. Comes on every hot dog. People love them. They're mildly spicy. I'm going to grab a bunch of those. I was trying to make salsa, but my kid keeps eating the mangoes, so I'm bringing home some jalapenos and tomatoes and stuff. I want to make some. These are jalapenos. They're ready. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna come back after and pick all this stuff, and then I'll take a picture of everything I bring home. More cantaloupe. Pretty, right? Oh man. Yeah, I'll be here more frequently. Dill. You see the dill growing over there? Over here, I want to show you, you might be sensitive to this, you might not be. If you are, you can turn the video off right now. This is a cannabis tree that has grown to be a very, very big tree. I had 5 croppings. One of them broke and started to grow again, and I can't have more than 5 plants, so I said, hey, you want to grow this for me? And they said, sure. That's it right there. That's crazy. They had to cut it down so that because it was growing on the sidewalk. So yeah, that's what that looks like. Yep, that's just wild. That is absolutely wild. And beautiful sunflowers. This is where it gets a little more native, and they've kept it so its own ecosystem takes care of itself. The birds come, the bees are feeding off the balm, right? Just so much fun. I love it here. I love it here. Oh, I pulled this up. This plant is called a Chinese lantern. This is just the skeletal remains of it. But the skeleton is so fascinating and beautiful. I think I'm going to use it for the new moon altar because I love it. More bees. And over here, we'll take you over to the white grapes, the green grapes. This, and look at how just beautiful that is with the sun shining down on that, okay? These are not ready. They look like they're ready. If I were picking them for a store, I'd pick them now, but they're not. They need to sit a little bit longer. The one that's exposed to the sun over here, that one looks like you can taste test it, but the rest of them have not had that exposure. This is where you've got to put your taste buds in, right? With the grapes. You know when, and all the Italians know this. You have to taste everything before you pick it. That's just how it goes. They got a neat pool just in case I have to jump in, and I might. I just might. At night, maybe. We'll see. I'm telling you, I could live in there. I could live right inside there. No problem. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm just going to hang out and fill my big purse with more veggies and peppers, eggplant. I'm grabbing that giant watermelon because it's got to go, right? And we'll see you overnight for the new moon in Virgo. Here's an eggplant that does not need to be there. This is called a fingerling eggplant. It's ready. And there's some, oh man, yeah, red jalapenos. All right. I got some work and it's hot out. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. And we'll see you for new moon. Love you, and thank you.